Greetings, my name is Rudimentary Rob. Welcome to Rudiheim, episode 4, and our new current slash, thing. Okay, it's definitely a Sunday morning. I've had one coffee. I reserve the right to potentially replenish that with another coffee at some stage. Clearly the brain is not entirely with it just yet. As you can see, we have not done anything at all since the previous episode. Our food has just worn off. Ooh, we are not doing great on food at the moment, but that's okay. I have a probable solution soon. And yeah, we've still got a bunch of stuff on us. We still have our loyal steed here waiting for us. And this is the location where we camped out in the previous episode, shortly after finding the curious axe head. Kind of hoping we can find the other axe heads so we can actually make those, because I've avoided spoilers about what the stats are for this thing, so I'm just dying to find out what it is myself through my own exploration. So yeah, really looking forward to that one. Now, welcome to everyone, whether you are choosing to, I don't know, review on the playback, or if you're here joining us live, welcome. I always love when anyone can join in one way, both ways, or, you know, whichever works for you. In chat, we have Annihilate's in nice and early with his running gag about old people. Although this time I'm going to take it as a compliment that old people are very timely, and I will agree with that. But I think timeliness is more of a personality and respect thing. So my general view is if something is worthy of your respect, you will pull out all the stops to ensure you are there on time to show your respect to said thing. So take that where you will. Does that automatically mean that people who show up late all the time are not being respectful? Look, I'm just going to let the crickets answer that question for now. So yes, good morning, good evening, and all that other good stuff for everyone around. Now, where are we? We did drop a portal here, but it doesn't have a companion portal back at our base. However, we can see with a modest run, we could actually get back to this portal we've got here at base 2. But given we've got to kind of explore this bit of the coastline, and we do still have a little bit of food on us, I think what we're going to do is we're just going to, while the universe gets going, I think we're just going to have a little meander down the coast, and when we get down here somewhere, we'll just land our boat and we'll do a little cross-country run. So we can go back to base, we can unload, and then we'll come back and we'll finish our journey. So that'll be a nice chill start to our chill live stream. And yep, let's pull our finger out and start going. We're not really in a lot of danger at the moment, so I'm going to economise my food a little bit. We're just going to get away with just using honey for now. I don't need stone. I think we can dump that. Pretty much everything else we're going to hang on to for now. Alright, let us get going. Oh, that's right, I reversed in. What a considerate sailing person that I am. Okay, we are heading that way, and as I often joke, Valheim is... the weather system in Valheim is just absolutely fantastic. It knows when you're out exploring the world, and at every available opportunity, it will create some very pretty fog for you, so that you have no opportunity to enjoy your, exploratory journey. And more importantly, you don't get to see the things that you're probably out there to see. But look, this might be an early morning thing, I'm not sure. I did, probably because I think my food was reasonably fresh when I logged out, but as I mentioned previously, this save game is not on my local computer, it's actually on a server. And last weekend I ended the stream. I was all happy. I went about my business, did some chores, and I came back, and I can't remember how many hours went by until I realised, oh bollocks, I forgot to stop the server. So I don't know if anyone remembers what the day count was at the end of the previous stream, but if we are... Oh, hello, there's some more meadows over there. Interesting, that is actually quite close. I wonder if this is a big bay. Oh. Yeah. Yes, Annihilate. I am very much looking to be locating the trader. It's not... I haven't reached a point where it's a drop everything and locate the trader kind of exercise just yet. Mostly because I haven't intentionally been gathering a lot of cash at this stage. Normally you jump into the crypts in the Black Forest. You're going in there all the time to get cores. Do we have any on us? No, we don't. To get cores, but the thing is, other than the fire staff, which we're in absolutely no position to even dream of at this point, other than the fire staff, all of the uses for those cores are building. And of course, because we have no build cost, we don't need 10, 20, 30, 50 cores to get our base going. We pick one up and we've got enough cores to do everything we need to do. So I haven't felt the need to raid a bunch of those crypts just yet. However, probably whenever we find the trader, I'll go back and clear all those out, because there's a bit of fun to be had clearing those out at this point. I mean, we haven't faced a ghost. I can't remember whether we got a... I think we did have to kill one rancid remains at some point. I don't know. I've done so many Valheim playthroughs recently. It's I'm sort of struggling to remember where I'm up to in this one half the time. Okay, that's a pretty little tower you've got there. And this is how bad I am. I've been sailing along with my sail down, and I made the observation that I did have the wind when I jumped into the boat, but I've been so busy rambling here in the background. Ooh, that's a log troll. So busy rambling away in the background here that I completely forgot that I could have just as easily had my sail up. But anyway, it's all good. We'll get there in the end. Log troll and a bear. You know, I nearly landed there, and then I thought, oh, that tower's a bit mashed, I won't bother. And yeah, just as well. Good morning, Oladino, or good evening for you. How are you, my lovely? Has it been a nice, relaxing day for you? Now, is this the spot I said I was going to land? Yes, it is. Alright, let's stick our nose in here. Alright, we're just going to land here, and we're going to do a little overland journey to our base here so we can get back to our home base, do a little bit of an unload. We need to pick up a little bit more food, and then I think we'll be in a good position to continue our exploration of this lovely starter island, because it's starting to shape up. I mean, we've got meadows. I must put a marker there. We've got meadows like literally right there, and I have a feeling that might be a continuation. So I think we're going to end up sailing all the way back around here, in which case this starter island's got a bit of heft to it. I like it. Alright, that's our boars. Now, I've got a little proposal here. To do with my weapon. That's just trophy, we don't need that. With regard to my weapon limitations, it's pretty obvious that I'm not managing my spears very well. I think we can all agree on that one. And as a result, I'm kind of missing out a bit when it comes to, yeah, all this stuff I've explored. It comes to, hunting deer, obviously. And I was just thinking, and I'm going to leave this as an open-ended kind of question for the chat, so to speak. Oh, there's some more. Are they the ones we... Yeah, maybe we saw them before. What I'm proposing, because I don't... Like, the bow is just... If I've got one, I'm just endlessly going to be wanting to use it. So if I'm going to let myself have a bow, I need to chuck some other limitations in there so that it doesn't become my dominant weapon and I don't, turn into Legolas and just kill everything with a bow, because that's just the easy thing to do. But there are times where I concede having a bow is going to be a somewhat necessary thing. And honestly, hunting deer... Although, I mean, how much more deer leather am I going to need? Because most of the deer leather needs from this point forward are for built structures. And of course, well, we've unlocked deer leather, so we don't actually need it. And we've already got... we've already got our bear armor, which is better than the deer leather stuff anyway. You know what? I don't know, I'll float this one just in case it becomes relevant, but what I was going to propose is that I'd either limit the bow, thereby adding a bit of challenge, because the better bows further on obviously do more damage and they tend to be a bit more accurate as well. So limit my... So what I did with that, sorry, I keep rambling on about different stuff. Limit the bow. So for example, I'm only ever allowed to have a fine wood bow. Or go the flip side, look, I can have whatever bow I want, but I'm only ever allowed to use just the basic arrows. Because they don't hit very hard and they're pretty ineffective against a lot of things. But they're still useful for, killing stuff for hunting purposes. So that's what I'm proposing is, am I going to allow myself to... oh yeah, troll cape. Yes, I do have troll leather. And I just have enough to make a troll cape. Thank you for reminding me, Ollie. I will do that right now. So yeah, that's the proposal. So chuck a random 1 in chat if you think I should just keep doing what I'm doing, or chuck a 2 in chat if you are prepared to. Well, let's say I'll limit myself to a fine wood bow and normal arrows. So normal arrows being these ones, just the stock boggy standard ones, because that combo doesn't hit very hard. It's good enough to pretty much one-shot anything that I'd need to hunt by way of animals. And it's going to be next to useless against pretty much everything else. So, 1 for no bow at all, or 2 for bow but only for hunting purposes. Now, what am I doing here? I'm making a troll cape. Yeah, the initial... Yeah, that's right, because I said I wanted to do this at the end of... just because it's an upgrade in and of itself. So you've got... There's our deer hide cape, it's 2 armor, and this is... Oh no, it's 2 armor as well. But it's an upgrade because it fits with our Zerka armor. See, if we go out, it's a bit dark out here, but if we go out here where we've still got a snifter of sun, you can see it blends in with the rest of the gear. So we can display our bloobs and wear the troll cape that matches. Now, what do I need? I need more honey. Alright, we're just going to do a little bit of housekeeping while we're here, because I need to rotate those crops as well. I should stop going off on 3 different tangents and just stick with one at a time. I think that might be the goal for this stream, I think, is to stop getting sidetracked with being sidetracked by things that are also, yeah, sending me off and making me sidetracked. Place. I'll just put that in there. I don't think we're going to end up with more than one. I don't need stone. I'll get Rocky set up later. Where are we? We've got our resin over here. We got boar scraps here. Bone fragments. Oop. We've got some leech trophies. Yeah, we might start on the second chest for those. That's got to go in cooking. Alright, I think we might sleep out because the night is full of terrors and whatever that silly priestess said in Game of Thrones. Oh yeah, I definitely need a bear trophy. I think we'll continue our circumnavigation. If I do find any bears along the way, I think we will stop to show our respects. All right, but before we do that, I want some better food. And carrots is what makes us have better food. Now we should have, this is, yeah. I'm thinking about deers from a deer leather perspective, but of course I don't need deers for deer leather. I need deers for bloody deer meat to make deer stew, but I think I've probably got enough to see me through for at least a while. And we shall see how we get on with that. How was everyone's day? We're all having a nice day full of, I don't know, good food, rest, recuperation, fun stuff, not fun stuff, weird internet people asking you about your day. Actually, we will clear these out. Oh, that one's... yeah, that one must have got wild on at some point. That's fine. Now, the other thing that we are wanting to have a think about is what would we like to get done? Oh, hello you. What would we like to get done in today's stream, do we think? A bear trophy would be freaking awesome. If we can get a bear trophy, I'd be very excitable about that. But what other things would we like to see? Now, you have a bit of a think about that while I'm getting my cook on here. I forgot to bring some wood with me. Wood. Oh, yes, I have wood in here. Ooh. Wood's probably going to be a bit of a thing. Oh yes, and I better... Where's my thing? See, this is another example of how I'm not focusing on the task at hand. Where's my forge here? It's no good pulling crops out of the ground if you don't put them back in again. Yeah, they're a bit close to that rock, but doesn't matter. It doesn't cost me seeds because, you know, no build cost. Apparently plants count as, you know, build. which is fine by me, because farming, particularly when you've got no real farming skill, farming and having to generate seeds all the time is it's time consuming. So, and this stream, or this series, or both, is all about trying to have a chill old time, and to try and remove quite a lot of the grind. Well, grind has its place. You can't just log in and instantly win the game. There's got to be... You've got to do some stuff to earn your win, and that's fine. I can, you know, I'm on board with that. I've played enough MMOs over the years to understand the relevance of grind, but, you know, grind for the sake of grind is less fun. It's better when it's more... Oh, that's a carrot. I missed it in the dark. That's alright, we'll pick him up in a minute. But yeah, grind for the sake of grind. Not much fun. Yeah, we can squeeze in one more row. Oh, that's another carrot there. I didn't do a very good job of picking up the carrots, did I? We're off to a bit of a shaky start this stream. I know it's a shaky start because I don't think Annihilate's had a chance to jinx me about dying either. So look, I'm prepared to accept a certain amount of blame here, but my general feeling is that I think everyone might be off their game a little bit. Yeah, let's put all that back. We'll put all that back. Right, so what do we need for... Okay, I think that's going to be enough honey for now. We don't have a lot of deer meat. Ooh. Okay. Alright, let's spark that up. Mincemeat sauce. Necktails. Actually, do we have any necktail? Oh god. We've been doing pretty bad on all counts here. Yeah, it's when you... So if you've got... Let's take that out, for example. If you've got something in your inventory and you want to put it in a chest that has more of the same thing. So as in here, we've got boar meat, we've got boar meat. So if you press and hold and don't release until the chest is closed, it does all of the things. That's been in the game for a while, but I can't even think when I became aware of it. 32. I think honey's better, isn't it? Yeah, 35. Alright, so we are going to have that much honey on us. I think we'll put our carrots up in here. I would like... Oh yeah, we need to get some of these on the cook because we're going to need them eventually. Alright, so let's get some... Let's get some great ore fines. Now, is this all... Yeah, this is all done as well, so we'll have our healing. We'll have some healing needs to take with us, that's good. I'll probably forget to use them, or I'll only use them when I accidentally hit the wrong button. Yeah, I think it only puts the item count up on screen. Or maybe it is new, I don't know. I usually forget that that's a thing, and consequently don't use it, but let's make this our healing ones. Now we're out exploring, I'll take a full stack. Okay, we need thistle. Thistle do. We need a bunch of honey. Alright, let's get... Now, I'm sure everyone knows you can hold shift down when you mouse over the craft button and it gives you the option to craft 5 in one go. That's a handy one I use quite a lot. I had over 1,000 hours in the game before I realised that was a thing, so I have no clue when they first introduced that. Oh god. Alright, frostmead, 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 and frostmead. I'll keep the one on the end spare for anything else I might want. I'll put the eyes back because I don't need... we'll repair this. Pop that back in here. Now the question is, what can I... Is there any... Oh, I haven't been making poison resistance meats either. Damn, I really need those sooner than the frost ones. We don't have a lot of... Actually, where is our blood bags? Did I leave them behind somewhere? Okay, that's weird. I could have sworn I had blood bags. Yeah, I should have blood bags somewhere. Oh, I know. I left them behind in that... Oh, that's what we need to do. We need to chuck down a new portal. Portal, which was 02. Every time we come back to base, there is going to be a mad dash to remember all the things. Yeah, there we go. Let's run through and pick this up. Yeah, place stacks doesn't show the count. It's only when you do the automated place by holding the E button down. I didn't put a chest here. Maybe it's in the boat. That's alright. We'll work out where our blood bags are. We'll only have, even though we murdered quite a lot of leeches, we'll probably only have 10 or 20 blood bags, so that's fine. That's neither here nor there. What have we got? Yeah, we'll take that with us. This will go in there. So, food. We need food. Deer stew. Deer stew's the one that I really want. It is only one deer meat, so I think we're just going to have to... Oh, that'll give us a stack. Yeah, alright. Don't have anything else on me. Nothing that'll cook. Actually, while we're doing that, let's cook up the rest of this bear meat as well. I was going to say beer meat. I don't know where that was coming from. Oh, annihilate. The barrels are for brewing. So when you make meads, so initially you make a base in this mead kettle. So you make these bases. And then to turn them into meads like this, you have to brew them in a brew barrel. And that's why I've got all those brew barrels down the side of the base there. Yes, getting caught up, possibly more skeletons or troll caves to get your treasures. Yes, that is on my list. I'm not going to devote massive amounts of time to that. I think it'll just be something that I do... Where are we? I think that'll be something that I just do, yeah, when I'm hunting bears, basically. Bloobs. Bloobs are up here. Hopefully this won't burn while I'm making these. Right, nothing to cook on me. Good. Make some more of this. Alright, so this will give us some food. I'll keep those last two deer stew, I'll put them in here. That's right, we've got these two. Actually, you know what, I should be using that. I made them, I need to use them. So, we're going to do that, we're going to do that. So that'll be our food setup for now. Pop that down there. Put that in the meat tray. Get rid of our carrots and our berries. No, that's not our berry one. Yeah, that's our berry one. Yeah, I'm going to need to expand this kitchen pretty soon. Let's have a think. So, see, this is what we've been using for our cooked bear meat. It is really good. Like, it's a noticeable step up from cooked deer meat. And it's almost as good as the deer stew. But of course, the deer stew, you need to have farmed carrots to be able to make that. So, needless to say, these two combined is a really good early game thing. Queen's Jam, I don't generally like to make a lot of that just because of how many berries it takes. And the mead bases use, I mean, that one's not a great example. Neither is that, but the healing ones use buckets of raspberries. And so the stamina ones. So I don't like going full hog when it comes to yeah, making the Queen's Jam, and that's mainly the reason. Alright, let's get this choked up. Alright, we'll leave that running. Now, let me have a bit of a think here. We'll get rid of that resin that I've got on me. We'll have a bit of a repair. Right, we've got our mining stuff on us. I don't think we're doing great for metal. No, we need... We're potentially going to need some more copper. Actually, we need a bit more of everything, but... now, we want to finish our lap. So we're going to go... Jump back in the boat. The boat's back here. So we'll go back through base 2. Which is this one. I had a bit of a thought when I was trying to sleep, and trying definitely was the effort this week. I want to set up a portal hub somewhere, because I haven't really got my sort of base thing going yet. Oh, and I've run off without a bloody rested buff as well, haven't I? I'm really with it today. Oh, I'm really with it today. Let's go back and get a rested buff. Yeah, I want to get a portal hub going. That way we're not going to have to constantly expand because we're adding extra portals down. I mean, you can see we're pretty much out of room for portals at this stage. Yeah, we can use you know, less portals at this end, and then what you do, you just label all the ones out in the world, and then you just have 2 or 3 portals that you just change the label of. But because of my very haphazard way of exploring things and changing my mind 17 times while I'm out and about, that I don't like. I think that's going to end badly for me. So I'm going to just stick with my... Every portal has a start and a finish, and that's it. Now, the downside of that system is I'm going to have a squillion portals by the end of the playthrough, and those squillion portals are going to take a lot of space. So at some point, we're going to go nuts and build a very significant portal hub. Ooh, day 30, yeah, we must have rolled over a few days. Yeah, we're going to build a pretty significant portal hub at some stage, but I want to wait until I can do stone. So when we've got iron and I can make stone structures, I think that's when we'll work on having a portal hub somewhere. I'm not entirely sure where that somewhere might be. I am actually... As mad as it sounds, this little, where was it? Swamp area up here where this crypt is, I'm getting some strange ideas about what I'd like to do with that, because it's reasonably shallow water. Like, I could build in there without any problem at all, but it's surrounded by deep water, which means it's going to be very easy to make it spawn safe, and that's the kind of location that would work really well for a portal hub, because it means if I happen to be in the portal hub when a raid triggers, nothing's going to be around to do any damage. So I think this might be our magical location, and what I'll end up doing after we knock off the Elder, we'll just come over here, drop a boat in the water, and we'll sail down there, and that'll be our first crypt that we do. And we might have to do some on-site smelting, and then once we've got that, we can just sit there and build what we got to build. But I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself, which I want to do sometimes. What I did want to do with that charcoal is queue up these poison meats, because I feel like I am going to be needing them. How many neck tiles have we got? We have got 5. What's that going to give me? 30. I don't think I need that many. Let's go with 10. I think that'll be enough. Yeah, I think that'll be enough. So what's the ratio? It's 1 of those to 5 thistles to 10 honey. So that's going to be 10 thistles. Oh. I put the 2 in there. Oh, yeah, today is going to be interesting. Oh, God, I've forgotten what the other thing is that I needed. Poison. Yeah, honey. I need 10 per. I'm only making 2, so I only need 20. Okay. We are going to get there. It's all good. We are going to get there. Alright. Let's put out... Actually, are these loaded? Yeah, let's load these up first. Yep. Now, am I putting charcoal in here? No, I'm not. I'm putting it in here. Oh, actually, yeah. I'd forgotten we actually had a bit of charcoal on the go there, so that's fine. Alright, we're going to use our end one here for poison. And then these are our unbrewed meads. Yeah. Beautiful. Alright. We're getting there. Not entirely sure where there is just yet, but we're going to get there one step at a time. Now, we don't need to go to 2 anymore. We need to go back here. Oh, have I got a decent rested buff? Decent is relative, but we need to go this way. Yeah, I suppose we've been streaming for a whole... Really? 40 minutes? Damn, Skip, I haven't achieved much in 40 minutes, have I? Alright, well, let's pull our finger out and let's see if what we can knock out. Now, in a normal playthrough where you don't have free build costs, I would suggest anytime you abandon a boat like this that you leave a bit of a marker so you know where you parked it. For me, because boats are free, I'm not that concerned. If I forget where a boat is, it's not the end of the world. I can always just throw another one down and it's not going to cost me anything. Yes, yes, that is true. No death. Is there going to be a death? Can you give me a percentage chance on that one, Annihilate? Ooh. Well, death by boating accident might be. Oh my god. I am really not with it today. Brain is in full resist mode today. Alright, we are underway. Let's cut across here a little bit. Now I'm going to grab a little swig of water. See if some water will get the brain cells going. Right. Too many variables to actually predict. Look, you put all this effort into trying to jinx me into, you know, croaking it, but you're not prepared to put a decent chance, decent percentage down. You know, is it a 1% chance of death today? Is it a 200% chance of death today? Is it this afternoon is cloudy with a chance of rain? You know, it's what are the chances, do you think? I jinxed myself? Oh, okay. Oh, hello. That's a bear. Alright, let's... I think just to break up the monotony of exploring, not that exploring is that monotonous to be honest, but I think when we see bears we're just going to stop and introduce ourselves. Honestly, I actually think I'd be in with a pretty good shot of handling a 1-star bear now. Having the better food means I'm not going to... I need a better spot to fight him. Come down here, buddy. Come on. I'm here. Oop, didn't time that. Oop. Come on. No, I'm not timing that one very well. Alright, well there's our bear. What are our odds of a trophy, do we think? Not good, apparently. Alright, well let's speculate on something else. Do you think I've got a higher chance of dying, or do I have a higher chance of a bear trophy? Which do you think is more likely in this stream? If you take into account there was one single death over the span of 3 streams, then Mr. Maths would suggest it would rain next year on the 25th of August at midnight while the sun is shining. Okay, cool. Alright. And higher chance on the trophy. Alright. Well, there we go. Let's see if we can get ourselves... Oh, troll spawned in. Troll spawns have been a bit random. Now, given I'm only really stopping in at Black Forest locations, although I think if I get close enough to a meadow structure, I think I will get out and look for an axe head. But I don't think our chances of getting an axe head are particularly going to be great today. I still definitely want one though. I really want an axe head. But not this same one again. Because I think the one I've got is the one that is... it's the more common find. It's the other one. I think it's called Silver Axe Head or something. It's a little bit different in colour. That one is the one that doesn't have a 100% chance of being found. So I feel like that one's going to be the bigger hassle to try and locate. Is that shallow enough? Yeah, a bit too shallow. I think we're not going to chance that. We'll go around. Basically saying the chances of odds of a rudimentary death is there, but they're not great. Okay, that's fine. 2-star bear, I reckon the odds are even, yeah. Oh, there's another bear. Nice. Oh, there's a troll cave there too. I don't know that I want to face a 2-star bear based on how hard that vanilla bear still hits me. I mean, this armor is great, but I mean, compared to bronze armor, it's, you know, it's only medium armor, so it's going to be, it is going to be challenged by the stuff that I find in the Black Forest. Right, here's another bear. Hello, buddy. Seriously? Let me sneak up on you. You're a weirdo. Oh, I got it that time. I thought I was late. Oh, didn't get that one. Alright. Trophy? Trophy? No trophy. Denied. Denied. Little archipelago here. Little bunch of islands with a creek running down the middle. Alright. Alright, let's jump in our boat. Let's have a look around the corner. There's a few crypts along the way, but let's get away from the shore here. Well, actually, we might be able to fit through there. If we can turn. Hey. Yep, that'll work. Cool, awesome. And we are back underway. Oh, nobody saw that. Back in some meadows again. Yeah, nobody saw that. It's fine. Nobody saw that. Nothing to see here. Alright, let's see. Are we going to get any structures? Well, that area is a big fat no. A nice little harbour, actually. Doesn't really go anywhere, but that's a nice tall hill. I know it's technically a mountain biome, but ooh, would that be... No, I don't think the peak of that is quite tall enough to have silver in it. It's pretty close, though. Yeah, maybe. We might go and check it out whenever we get to that point, but for now, that is 2 bosses away. And that is definitely not a 5-minute exercise. 10 minutes, maybe, but 5, nah. Oh, we've got another little river through here. Well, given we took the other river, I think we will take this one. Even though we are going to be sailing into the wind. Yeah, this is a very... I do like this river. That would be... Yeah, deep enough for a... Right, come here. I only stopped because there's like 4 necks here and we need necktails. No, the other one ran away. Alright, that's fine. Work on our swimming skill. Alright. Oh, it's just one of those stones. That's fine. Wow, not a single structure in any of that meadows. Kind of weird, really. So there's a bit more Black Forest down that way, but we're going to go this way. Because we wants it. We must abs it. Yeah, that's a little chicken coop thing. That's not going to have anything of any value in it. Nobody saw that. It's fine. Nothing to see here. And we are back in the Black Forest. Cool. Oh, I drive way better than I sail, don't worry. I have been driving for many years, and touch wood, I have not had any kind of driving offence or even a parking ticket in the last, do the maths here, 30, now 2026. About 33 years, give or take. Oh, nobody saw that. Oh, come on, boat, get moving. Alright, we'll get off that rock and we should be alright. Yes, it's been a long time, and I'm not in a hurry to change that. Old Man River. Well, you see, it's funny you mention those three words. There's an Australian group, musical group called TISM. T-I-S-M. It's a abbreviation for something which I've forgotten. But they had a song back in the day, and I will be probably the first or second to admit that the taste factor on it probably wasn't great. But it's called is it I'll Never Be an Old Man River. I think that's the title. And it was the lyrics are all mostly around when River Phoenix had his overdose and died. So yeah, it's yeah, you probably need a bit of a thick skin, but it's a tune. It does get in your head though. But then TISM, that's just kind of what they were like with their music. They were always a bit in the old, a bit in your face, and they were very quick songs. You know, 3 minutes, that kind of thing. But that was from back. Would it have been the very early 90s? Oh, sorry, not early 90s, early 2000s, or was it the late 90s? I don't remember. But yeah, if you've not heard of them before, then I think I've stumbled across their clips on YouTube somewhere. But yeah, just search for TISM, T-I-S-M. And I'm not responsible for anything that happens to your brain as a result of watching them. Do so at your own peril. Alright, we are... It is a dark and stormy night. And there is a curious absence of stuff along the shore here. It's weird. You'd think there'd be trolls and bears and all kinds of stuff there to imperil me, but that would be a big fat no. What there is, though, is a lot of rocks, and, well, based on my previously demonstrated sailing skills, they may be enough of a peril in of themselves. See, I didn't even see that one. Oh, it was the sandbar, yeah. And that was also a sandbar. Okay. What's our boat at? Oh, it's alright. It's a fixer-upper, I think is the term we'd use. Now, we haven't accidentally stumbled across the trader yet. No. Alright, let's keep it going. No. It is most definitely not an abbreviation of autism. It does actually stand for something. I just don't... are we going through here? I just don't remember what it stands for. You just Google TISM. What does TISM stand for? It's definitely not autism, I can tell you that. That's... oh, hello. Here's our shoreline friends now. We try and go through a river. I dare say that spawner will probably spit some things out as well. I may get my wish here about... oh, that's a bear. Yeah, I think we're going to have to land here because I don't think I'm going to be able to sail through that gap at a slow speed. So let's chug some more food. Oh, it's a bear. He's been busy killing the locals. Come on, buddy. I was hoping I'd stagger him then, but that's alright. We get to glow in the dark green for a few moments there. Oop, that's a troll. Alright, let's finish this bear off. Come over here, buddy. Oh, Jesus, that's 2 trolls. Alright, bear needs to die. And we are out of stamina. So, let's blow our Forsaken so we can run around with a bit of spare enthusiasm. Oof! Did not time that. Oh, what are they picking on? Must be a skelly over there or something. Alright, I need to get my stamina back, and we might even make use of one of those. Come here, buddy. Okay, I'm kind of weirded out as to why the trolls randomly walked off, but I'm not going to argue with it. Oi, fat boy, come over here. I'm not fat shaming him, I'm just observing that he has a bit of a podge going on. Ah, there's more skellies around, nice. Alright, That was a bit of a low blow punching him in the nether regions there, but that's all I could reach. And it had the desired effect. Oh, now our storm's gone. And we have a crypt here. Alright, well, let's mark it. Now, let's have a bit of a squizzy. Where are we? We are here. The hell was that noise? I'd say that was the troll, probably the second troll beating up my ride, but it's fine. I'll get revenge in a minute. I'll just get rid of this spawner so I've got some more breathing room. And we might just grab a bit more thistle. This'll do. Alright, let's go and find... Let's go and see if our boat got wasted. It's like we're kind of late in the night. Yeah, we're about to have the day roll over. Oh, hello. If you're not going to pay attention to the guy in blue next to you, I am more than happy to surprise you. Oh, bear trophy. Nice! We got it, guys! We got it! We got one! We got one. Wow. Okay, that was definitely worth the exercise. Oh. Troll boy. Oh, yeah, Troll boy did destroy our boat, which is why there's... Ah, now this is probably our leech bits. No, it's a whole bunch of... Oh, that's right, we got a bunch of wood, didn't we? What don't we need? Well, we don't need stone. We're going to want fine wood. We don't really need neck trophies. Alright, I'll just leave all that there. We can always come back for it. Let's grab this. No, it didn't do that. Come on. That's it. Alright, so that'll give us 10, so that'll let us upgrade our cape one more level too. And we are going to need it because the when we make this headdress, we're actually going to start taking more damage. We're going to end up taking more damage, so... Oh, for heaven's sake, it'll be because of that spawner. Okay. Nobody else wants to offer resistance, so let's do a buildy. So all the levels and sounds and video and everything all good this stream. I normally check right at the start, but I've had such a scatterbrain run today, I'm surprised I even remember who I am. Actually, now I mention that, who am I? Oh, that's right, I'm Rob. Can't go forgetting that. Oh yes, there is full stops. Well, it's, I said it's an abbreviation for something. So back in the day when people spent more time making sure things were correct, yeah, technically full stops in there would be correct. think that song is called He'll Never Be an Old Man River. Yeah, probably. Wow, no lack of spawners around here, is there? Ooh, that's a pretty good copper node, actually. Hang on, where are we? We are actually sailing home right now, so... And we need copper. So we are going to reverse up to this copper node. And we are going to get some of it. Alright, that should be close enough. I didn't do that very well, did I? What I wanted to do is put the wood, the hides, because they're the heaviest. I'll keep the rest on me. I'll get rid of the stupid stone. Yeah, that'll work. Alright, we're going to stop here and do a little bit of mining. Yeah. Oh, hello. There's a bear there, but we already have your trophy, buddy, so we'll only kill you if you come because we're digging holes in your forest. Care about stone. Yeah, we need to get ourselves some better mining equipment. Because the starter gear we've got now is not going to be very effective if we start trying to mine any of the tougher materials later on. So we should make ourselves a bronze pickaxe. Bronze axe. Just trying to think if I really need a bronze axe. I probably don't, but I'll make a level 1 one just in case I... Oh, yes I do, because I need it for the swamp wood. Yep. So we will make one. Go away, yon stone. I would have bet good money that that bear was close enough to come over and interrupt me at some point, but apparently not. The bears do tend to seem like they are blind as a bat most of the time, so don't know. Actually, I wonder if they'll introduce a tameable version with Deep North. That might be an interesting thought. Well, they'll have like polar bears or something that you can tame. Let me think. How many... So you've got boars in meadows. There's no tameable black forest stuff. mountains, you've got wolves. Plains, you've got loxes. But then mistlands, I mean, the chickens, I'm not going to really count those because you don't have to tame them. They're just something you can buy eggs and it's just automatically tame. You know, there's no wild angry chickens that will attack you or try and run away. So I wonder, and of course with Ashlands we've got the Askven. I wonder if they're planning on putting in something that's tameable in Deep North. Food for thought. Where are we at? We are a little bit over halfway through. A little bit over? A little bit under halfway through. Alright. I have a bit of a thought about how I'm going to end the stream. I have a little jobby that I might do. Oh, that's why we're not picking that up. Let's get rid of that. I'll pick that up and we'll relay this to the boat. I heard something over there, but I think it was just the boat creaking. Alright, I'll pop that in there and we'll get back to the salt mine. Yeah, so I think for now I'm going to aim at... We'll get some more of this copper going. We will sail... I mean, I don't know, is that... We're sailing through here, so that's a shortcut. So in theory, hopefully we'll come out here somewhere and we can do that. I was in a strategy meeting. Thank you, Mr. Great Orf. You're not allowed to interrupt my strategy meetings. So in theory, we're going to come back around here. And then it's just a matter of how big this bit is. So I think I'll make this my only copper stop because otherwise it's just going to take too long to get back. I mean, if we can get... if we can get 30 copper, I think I'll be happy with that. It won't really be enough to... We'd probably make a level 1 bronze pickaxe with that. With what we've got already. Oh, actually, we'll need more tin. Yeah, we might need a little bit more tin. I'll keep an eye out for some on the way. Actually, there's probably some just here. Yeah, there's one across there. Yeah, we'll tap a little bit of tin along the way as well. Cool. Nope, we can carry some more. Yeah, that bear is minding his own business over there. That's fine. Leaving a lot of dead leaving a lot of stone around the place, but... Alright, well that's the... I think that's going to be the end of our mining run. I mean, I can drop a bench and repair, but honestly, I was kind of looking for an excuse to stop, and I think that will do nicely. Alright, let's get this show back on... Well, it's not really a road. It's back on the waves. Although there's not really any waves in the river either, so... These analogies are just not really working for me today, are they? Let's see. Ooh, that's a rock, that's a rock, that's a rock. Let's see if we can avoid that one. We did. Probably hit the next 10 rocks, but, you know. It's the principle of the thing, really. We avoided one rock, so we have the right to hit the next 10. Screaming down this river, which is good. Oh, that's a rock. We're going to hit it. Ooh! Scraped off some paint there, I think. Oh, is that a rock? No, that was just the water. I think we're just about through this river. Yeah, a lot of rivers on this map. I do like it. I don't know in the map seed whether the rivers... I'll leave this as an open-ended question for anyone who might have a bit of an idea, but I don't know if in the seed generator there's something specific to rivers, or whether it only looks at generating one when, you know, a landmass is beyond a certain dimension. So I don't know. More of a, I'm a bit curious kind of question than anything else. Don't know if there really is an answer at all. There's another bear over there, but we got our trophy. We got our trophy, and we're going to go home with it. Hi, Benty. Hello and welcome and good evening and all that other good stuff. How you going? It just occurred to me, Benty, that your other persona on Twitch, the abbreviation is potentially pronounced, as you can tell. I'm having a fun day with words already. It could be pronounced Smotten. Smotten. Are you smotten with Twitch? Shield Maiden of the North, Smotten. That's kind of the places where my brain's going today, so welcome to the stream. Oh my lord. Wow, that turtle is in a very small bay. Now, we don't really need to go any further into that bay, so we're going to go across here. Positioning of that turtle is so random. So close to the shore. Anyway, in catch-up news, if you haven't already been watching, we finally got ourselves a bear trophy. I could barely contain my enthusiasm when I saw it. I'll see myself out now. Oh, God. So we've sailed, we've taken a few shortcuts. So we took that one at the end of the previous stream, and we've cut through here, and we've cut through here. So, I mean, if you discount rivers, our starting island is freaking huge. And I will get out and explore more of it at some stage, but I just wanted to get an idea of what the place looked like. And possibly chance upon the location of the trader. As lucky as we've been with the bear trophy, the trader, not so much. But that's pretty typical for me in terms of trying to find the trader sometimes. I think I may have used up all my luck in my hardcore run where I had all 3 traders on the starter island. I think that's... I don't think I'm going to be repeating that one. Where are we? We have got... Yeah, I think this is just going to head down to our main base, so that's fine. Which translates to something like small one. Oh, okay. Good, been playing a lot this week. New season on the community server I play on. Oh, okay, cool. Is there a theme to your community server season this time? Like, do you guys, feature mods or anything like that, or do you change like server settings? Have it a bit harder one season and easier the next, that sort of thing, or is it all pretty much the same deal and you just start from scratch each time? I can hear some bees in here. I can also see a chest. Alright, well let's... Oh, that's the window. I was at the door already. Alright, let's see if we can get in here and inspect this chest. There it is. It is the same as the one we've already got. Alright, well, we're going to leave that one behind. I'll mark it on the map in case I need it again, but honestly I'm only ever going to need to make one of these, so... And given it only takes one of each axe head, there is no point to looting more than one, so... Alright, let's set sail. Lots of challenges this season, both for the combat hungry and the builders. So basically I've been building for a week. Quality of life mods, other than that, it's pretty much vanilla. Oh, okay, cool. So what quality of life mods would you guys run? Ah, I had my fingers on the wrong buttons. I was wondering why I wasn't going anywhere. Like forever torches and things like that, or... Oh. Alright, well, we've got no wind. I'm going to finish my stretch and then have a bit more water, because I am trying to... making a conscious effort to try and drink more water. Look, coffee is definitely the lifeblood of the universe, but you can't drink several litres of coffee in a day without some side effects. So I think trying to squeeze some water in there from time to time can only be a good thing. Auto store, craft from boxes, plant everything and stuff like that. Oh, okay, cool. Yep. That's pretty good. Actually, interestingly, I on the topic of things that aren't Valheim, how dare I? I downloaded the demo for the piratey one, which I've now forgotten the name of. I like the default sort of build options, and the default behaviours is actually really good. I'm kind of enjoying it. I mean, I sort of played piratey games before, but not in a first person kind of survival sense. Anyone who is ancient enough will remember Sid Meier's Pirates. I've played that back in the day. That game, I mean, most of the Sid Meier games were so addictive. Like Civilization was just awesome back in the day. But yeah, this one, I'm still sort of on the island, and I've only played it for, I don't know, maybe 2 hours or so yesterday. But I got a fair way through. A lot of your kind of mad Valheim skills translate quite well into that game. But the demo's, free on Steam, so if you have a bit of spare time, it was a lot of fun. I thoroughly recommend giving it a bit of a bash. Definitely not sponsored. Yeah, and it's hilarious. You're on an island and you've got your dodos. You've got dodos there that you can kill and cook for food, and there's like undead. They're called the drowned, I think. Yeah, drowned. So there's undead in the game. They're kind of, as you'd expect, kind of tough right at the start. And we're back in explored territory. Yes, we are. We're almost home. Cool. Yeah, you've got drowned is the undead. There's like crabs you can pick up off the ground. There's shells, wood, stone. You mine. I mined a bit of copper. That's pretty much where I'm up to, really. So I've just finished upgrading, crafting the first tier of craftable stuff, but then you can also upgrade it as well. So it's got a workbench system that's very similar to Valheim and also RuneScape Dragon Wilds. But the benches, one little thing that they've made... trying to think what other games. They're probably a little bit more like the benches in the front, in the sense that the bench itself has, at least it has a little bit of inventory on it, if only to hold your output stuff, which is a nice touch. I mean, not having an output slot on the benches in Valheim is, I'll say, only very slightly annoying, in the sense that sometimes you're just in a mad hurry to craft something, but your inventory's full, so you can't make it. Also, I think with cooking, if you've got just enough room to cook something and it procs an extra item from the cooking skill or from making brews, I think I've seen instances where I suspect it's happened and I've actually haven't been granted that item because there was nowhere for it to go. Maybe I test it someday. At the moment I'm only playing Valheim. So much to learn that my brain can't handle more games. I think, oh, that's fine. Oh, hi, Fico. I saw your name in the files. Sorry, what do you mean, Fico? Alright, we have returned home. Let's get on to... Oh, actually, you know what? Let's just sleep it out because it's too damn dark and I can't see anything. The Diddy files? I seriously doubt that. All good. All good. How are you going today, Fico? Let's keep this going for 5 minutes. Alright. Crafting. Yes, let's get our headpiece made. What is the headpiece? Is the patterns? No, where is it? It's not that one. Oh, headdress. There it is. I just need some bear leather. Oh, I think I put that in the boat, didn't I? Alright, let's do a bit of an unload. That's a universally good idea. I'm just going to put that in there just because it's annoying me. Did leg workout and soon going to bed. What about me? I'm going alright. It's Sunday morning for me here in Eastern Australia. Too much weight. And consequently, I am wrestling quite badly with the... As you can tell by me trying to pull stuff out of this boat, I'm wrestling quite badly with brain hasn't woken up mode. So yeah, that's my thing. I was hoping that my brain would have been around to join the party by now, but clearly it wanted to stay in bed. So, you know, that's fine. It can do that. It's allowed. But I'm very big on keeping my commitments, and I like doing these streams in the morning, so if my brain doesn't want to show up to the party, then, you know, it has to miss out. Alright, can we upgrade that? Yes, we can. Oh, we can do 2 levels on it. Nice. So that's level 3 already, that's level 3, and that's level 3. So we have, in fact, the troll hide's in the boat. Let's go and grab the troll hide, and we'll upgrade that as well. Typical. Alright, let's take most of that then. I've done my trick again. There we go. Doing split squats to failure, 25-30, that's, yes. Yeah, my gym days came and went about 10 years ago. It was alright for a while, but I have a mindset where pretty much anything repetitive like that, if it's optional, my brain just ticks the big note button because it gets boring. So that's kind of my universe with regard to fitness and whatnot. I don't know, I like to mix it up a bit, I guess. But if that works for you, I say go for it. But I mean, there was a time where it worked for me, but not any longer. And as Annihilate can attest, I'm an old fart now, so, you know, not really my thing. Oh, awesome. Yeah, yeah. I look. I've done 2 Valheim series previously. I think I ticked over 1,500 hours in Valheim on Friday night. My two previous ones, I did I basically started my channel by doing a normal playthrough in 2024. I did a hardcore run kind of last year, which has only just finished recently, and this one I just wanted to have the hardcore run was just so much work because I was grinding skills all the time from dying because people like death. So I just want to have a big chill run where I can just chill out and do stuff and have fun, and that's what this series is about. So I am hoping to not end up skipping any streams. If I do, I'll certainly let you guys know well ahead of time if there's going to be issues, but at this stage I'm very committed to doing this because it's a good time to hang out, have a chat, do some stuff, and play Valheim on a difficulty setting it can be a bit of a challenge if you're not paying attention, but it's not insta death if I lose focus for a moment. Trying to stream on a harder setting I'm just going to be in a death loop constantly, and once you've lost enough skill points, it just makes it really hard to get going again. And yeah, look, the first couple of deaths might be mildly entertaining, but long term, it's just going to be far more frustrating than I think anyone really wants to have to experience. So yeah. Anyway, that's the thing. Let's get this going. But yeah, I'm enjoying Valheim. If you're interested in it, I would suggest chuck it in your wish list in Steam because they do tend to have fairly regular, specials, probably 2, 3 times, 4 times a year kind of thing. You'll see it come up, and it'll be, 20% off, half price, whatever it might be at the time. And I've been playing this for a while now. I can't remember what I paid for it originally. Can't even remember if it was a gift or not, but I've been playing it for long enough that I've forgotten, so that's a fair indicator by itself. Oh yes, thank you for your vote there, Annihilate. Yes, yes, I'm 10 out of 10 to get your fix of old codgers for the week. Oh god, Annihilate. Anyway, it's all good. It's all good. Alright, let's do... I don't really need to cook any more bear for a minute. Let's get rid of this lot. Yeah, that needs to go in there as well. Let's do it that way instead. What did I do with cash? It wasn't here. It must be this one just inside the door. Yeah, it is. Oh, I've got a little bit more than I would have given myself credit for, but I don't think that would be enough for me to buy the weight belt, the Minenjord. So there will definitely be some crypt runs in our future. For the moment, though... stupid seeds. I honestly don't need seeds, because once we pick one up, because we're free build cost, we pick up one of anything, and we can make a squillion of them. Alright, here's our frost resist. I don't think we're going to have too much trouble. I've learnt my lesson with trying to get the wolf cape going. The first mountain I climb, I always go to like the tallest one I can find nearby. One that's really obviously going to have silver in it. They're the ones I tend to go for. I think I'll put my resistance beads down here. That way I'm guaranteed to get wolves, and that way I'm all but guaranteed to get a silver deposit. So yeah. Alright, let's make... excuse my cough. Let's make some bronze. 360, yeah, it's going to be too much. So let's go with 20 of that and 10 of that. Still too heavy, doesn't matter. We will, yeah, I've just realised the downside of my plan here, but that's fine. We'll throw that over and then we'll pick it up again. Oh, hey Z! Dude, welcome! How you doing? I was just talking about that pirate game. I gave it a bit of a bash yesterday for a couple of hours and oh, it's awesome. I'm loving it. Z, oh, let's do our promotionals. We've got Citizen Z. He has his own channel on YouTube. Make sure you don't put a space between Citizen and Z, and you should be able to find it. That's my little life lesson from when I went looking for it. Originally, Oladino, she has her own channel on YouTube. Hasn't been doing much in the way of content lately, but I mean, she's got a squillion videos up there on all sorts of things, so go and have a little look at that one as well. And I think that's all of our... Benty, do you have your own channel? Since I'm shouting people out. Where are we? What are we making? We're making an axe. Not an axe, a pickaxe. I want that one. Cord 3. Alright, we make ourselves a pickaxe. We has one of those. No, I'm just an amateur trying to survive. Well, in my opinion, you've been surviving pretty well, so... I mean, if you get the itch and you want to create a channel, they say, you know, there's no time like the present. Bronze. Yeah, we're not going to have enough to be able to make an axe, so we'll save that for another trip. Alright, so we might put one, because this bronze pickaxe, we're going to be using it for a while. We might put one upgrade on it. Mostly just so we have enough durability that it doesn't break 5 seconds after we start. Yeah, because it doesn't. You go from 170 to 220, that's a pretty big improvement. Just for reference, these things are freaking horrible. They've only got 100 durability, so a level 2 bronze pickaxe has more durability than these two put together. So, yeah, it'd be like that. So, we're going to carry that with us. We're going to keep one of these... Ugh, I need another chest. We're going to keep one of these antler ones with us just in case. But at this stage, I think I'm just going to give them the flick at some point. Alright, we'll get rid of that thing. Oh, that's right. We can make a... We haven't got a trinket yet. And we unlocked... Well, we've got two... Oh, we need 5 bronze. Haha. Yeah, if we want that one, we're going to need another bear trophy. You know what? That's only stamina regen. I'm not that fussed about it. Heart of the Forest might be a better one, but we haven't got a shaman trophy. No. Did we get a shaman trophies at some point? Oh, I must have thrown it away. I left it in a chest somewhere. Okay, mental note. I need to get myself I need to hang on to the next shaman trophy I get so I can make that trinky. Because not having a trinky just feels weird now. I mean, I've played Valheim for years before the trinkets came in, and when they first came in, it's just like, oh, you know, whatever, I'll get one at some stage. But now I've been playing Valheim for a while with the trinkets in there. I kind of feel naked when I haven't got one. Funny old world. Windrose, yes, thank you, Z. Work on upgrading. Yeah, it is. It's bloody awesome. Bloody awesome. I don't want to spoil it in case I'm ahead of you, because, well, you know, I'm a Valheim veteran, so the skills translate pretty well into Windrose. Have you been mining yet, Z? Yeah, Z's Windrose video is awesome. If you're a Valheim veteran, it might feel a tiny bit on the slow side, but for everyone else, it's the extra time spent is definitely worth it, because you get to understand how it all works, and you know, the building and all the rest of it. It's a lot of it's very akin to how Valheim does things, but there are some things that they've added in which aren't in vanilla Valheim, like the centralized crafting. So you've got all your storages at your base. If you've got an item either in your inventory or in the storages at your base, and you go to a crafting table, it shows you, when you click on a recipe, it shows you how much of that you've got locally, and you can hit the craft button and it will just draw those resources locally. It is a good system, and you can do that with mods in Valheim, but yeah, I like vanilla too much. I'll leave it at that. Old school this afternoon when I came off, brought Diablo 1. Oh my lord. I don't think even today, I don't think I've spent more than 5 minutes in Diablo 1. I've spent buckets of time in Diablo 2, but I never played Diablo 1. I probably own it somewhere. Might have it on CD somewhere. Don't know. I'd have to go through the back of my wardrobe for that one, I think. Yeah, a lot of those old games, like all the old Quakes and Doom and all those other ones. Yeah, I've got all of those. Pretty much played them to death back in the day, but yeah. Anyway, I'm going off on 100 different tangents at the moment, and I need to have a bit of a think. So we got our trinket. Oh, sorry, we're going to get our trinket. What I'm thinking, where are we at now? We're an hour to go. I'm going... Yeah, we've got enough on us. We're gonna go and pick a fight. We are gonna go and pick a fight. Would everyone like to see me pick a fight? Yeah, I'd consider making myself a coffee, but I've got to fire up the machine and, you know, blah, blah, blah. It's a bit of an effort. I'll save that as my reward for completing the stream, I think. That will be my post-stream coffee. Oh, hello, bear. Okay. Alright, what are the odds we'll now get another trophy? Yeah, not great. The drop rate for these trophies is pretty abysmal, really. But you never know. Sometimes you get one, and then 2 minutes later you get another one. Alright, I'm just having a bit of a look through here just to see if we have any... No, it doesn't look like we do. was kind of hoping there might be a couple of nodes along here like copper, but no joy. Copper nodes have been kind of thin on the ground, I have to say. Bit disappointed about the general lack of them we've been experiencing. Boss fight, no less than that. I start grinding beans now. Okay, well, you let me know when you're all settled with your coffee, Annihilate, and we will get the show on the road. Alright, goodbye, Mr. Greydorf. Oh, 2-star. Yeah, even a 2-star variant on those is not very stimulating. I can't remember, did we? Yeah, we did. We fully upgraded those. That's fine. Gonna be at least 15 minutes. Oh, that's all right. I've got things we can do while we're patiently awaiting your coffee. I get you to make me one as well, but somehow I think it might have gone off by the time it reaches me. Let's grab some more tissels. We're definitely going to need those. Do we have any treasures in here? Is there a chest in there? No, that would be a no. I can hear some skeletons. Have some berries. It's night time anyway. I'm not going to want to start anything until we get to a new day. Oh, hello. He was probably busily chasing the deer and then he saw me. He's Annihilate's always trying to jinx me out to get me to die, and I thought that was a thistle, but it's not. Trying to jinx me out to get me to die, and his luck has not been great so far. So we're on to our 4th stream, and I've only died the once, which was where did we die? It was over here somewhere. There it is. I ended up dying over there. Through just a combination of too much going on, and yeah. But there's only been one death, so yeah. No, not money again. I nearly lost 2,500 the other week on a Counter-Strike PGL final, and the missus nearly had my hide. Loser has to sing on next Peakman stream. Oh, right. Loser has to sing on the next Peakman stream. Oh, okay. Well, I can't remember if I even dropped an Elder Portal. Let's find... We might go up this hill a bit. Oh, there we go. Go up this hill a little bit, because there tends to be a lot of mayhem and destruction around the Elder fight. Right, so there's no spawner up here, which is good. Ooh, that mountains is kind of close, but should be far enough away. Oh, that's a troll cave. Interesting. Alright, well, we're going to build a... we're just going to put a portal up here for now. I'm going to do something a bit fancy with it afterwards, but for now... Can't remember, did we do... And we didn't. Okay, that's fine. Rob gets to pick the song. Sing. No, you don't. You don't want me singing. Not at all. Not at the moment, definitely. Where's our moon? Our moon's over there, so we're still a little way off. We need to put that up on... No, not there. That up there. Alright, so we've again forgot to put a source portal down, so we're going to have a long run back, but that's fine. Stick our nose in this troll cave. Ah, there is a spawner. Yeah, I think that one's going to be far enough away. That's not a troll. No, I think we're going to be alright. Let's see if we can stir up some trouble in here. Yeah, nobody's home. Nice. Alright, we'll grab a few more yellow mushrooms. What's we got in here? Amber, I won't say no to that. No chest. Oh, that's rude. A little bit of loot on the ground, but can't see anything else here. Haven't got anything that's yeah, nah, that's fine. What do we end up with? 5 coins. Yeah, that's alright. That's not too bad. Alright, let's stick our head out here. Do we have daytime? No, because we're still cold. What we will do, though... we'll clear out some locals. These will be the nighttime patrol. We'll grab all of this. It might be copper down there. Why does this feel small? Yeah, it's the right size. Weird. Okay, what am I doing? I need some more room, so let's throw some rubbish off the mountain here. We'll get rid of that. Get rid of the stone. Right, so we're almost... Yeah, it's definitely copper down there. You can see it's got a little glint on it. Alright, well, what I'm going to do is... Because we've got a bit of a run to get back, I'm just going to be lazy. And we're just going to make a little structure here so we can get a decent rested buff. No, we'll do... Yep, that should be big enough. We'll have some comfort items. Oh, the comfort system's actually pretty good in whatever that game was that I've now... Windrose. The comfort system's actually not bad. You've got to pay attention to the tooltip though, because the you can only use one comfort item from each category. So it's a bit clearer than with Valheim, where you can't tell which ones are going to stack and which ones aren't. So that's a nice touch. And it definitely has a good effect on your duration of like your rested effect, and also I think that's the most I can get. Comfort 1? Why am I only getting Comfort 1? I have all of these comfort items. Oh, maybe I need to enclose it a bit. Am I being a total noob and I'm not enclosing this, and that's why I'm not getting the benefit? I hadn't come across that as a problem before. See if that makes a difference. Oh, good night, Ollie. Thanks for coming. Have a good old sleep. Oh, hi, Ronya. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Doing all the good things? That's weird. I'm only getting... Why am I only... Oh, wasted a brew. Why am I only getting... Have they done something? Still only getting one comfort. That's weird. Oh, that's fine. I'll just max it out at one comfort and it'll be fine. That's just super odd. Alright, that'll self-destruct all by itself now. Alrighty. Yeah, it's 3 seeds, that's fine. Alright, let's see how quickly we can die. Punching him in the butt. Ooh, that hurt. Yeah, let's not get stomped on the head without parrying. We need to move away a little bit here. Ooh, that hurt. If I can parry him on his stomps, I only take like 1 damage, so it's fine. When I don't time it, I take a lot more than 1 damage and my little stagger bar gets maxed out. Which is not really a good look, but we don't seem to have attracted any other attention. Let's not have those guys whipping me as well. There we go. We have now defeated the Older. And go away. Alright, we have our Elder Trophy and we have our Swamp Key. We need that one to get into a crypt. And we're going to hang that one. So we have our elder portal up here. Yeah, see that like double negative your jinx. You know, your jinx got jinxed, dude. It just didn't happen. Ah, Ronya, you've been doing the old lurk mobile. That's fine. I don't mind lurkers. Lurkers are good. Lurkers are fantastic. I mean, chat's fantastic, as always. Thank you for being so fantastic. Oh, that's a copper. Let's mark that. Okay, now where was I going? I was going this way. Getting distracted by all the magpieing that I can do along the way. Because berries are good. Berries, you might even say, are very nice. Oh yeah, that's got bone fragments in it. Let's grab that. Right, how are we going for time? We are... Oh! Actually got that done a lot quicker than I expected. Right, let's get back over here. Now, this is an copper. When I can spell. Okay, we'll go over to this portal. And we're going to start hatching some plans. We have many cunning plans available to us. Plans so cunning that they could be declared the Emeritus Professor of Cunning at a major university. That's how cunning our plans are going to be. Alright, we want... I'm just going to put that in there for now. Get rid of our berries. Oh, that wasn't the one I wanted to do that for. Now, we need to go to the Eikthyr. Oh, have these all... Yeah, they have. I should have put that in. Alright, we need to go to the Eikthyr, which is this one. And then we're going to do the ceremonial hanging of the trophy. Alright, here is our altar. We already have hung the mighty Eikthyr's trophy. Now we get to hang this tall stack of, well, wood. I mean, somebody clearly didn't get the message across that size doesn't matter with that guy, so, you know, whatevs. Chop pickaxe. Health regen... You know, see, I never remember to use it for any of the, you know, chopping or pickaxing, but 30% health regen would be kind of useful. But then being able to run from point A to point B and not have it consume all my stamina in the process, nah, I'm going to stick with that one for now. Alright, let's go with... now, where are we? Oh, that's right, we're here. Never bet against a Valheim pro. Like, oh, thanks, Z. I'm not sure I ever truly see myself as a pro of anything except I am professionally rudimentary, although I'm not even that, because I'm not, you know, the definition of professional is usually... Yeah, I'll pop this up here. Definition of professional is usually, is it something that you are getting money for? And I'm definitely not getting money for this, so I can make a safe argument there on that definition that I'm not professional. But I do still thank you for your vote of confidence. Let's get rid of all... Oh, let's get rid of all the trade loot. That as well. I'm going to get rid of some eyes, because the eyes have it. And that is our resin. So, is that enough food? Yeah, I think that's probably enough food. Alright, we're going to hatch a little old plan here. I mentioned it early in the stream that I thought this particular fancy little location up here might be a good one to put down a portal hub. And I very definitely want to get a portal hub going sooner rather than later. It is true I can't teleport non-teleportables like metals. But still, getting from point A to point B through a portal hub has its benefits, because it means I'm not going to have a squillion of these things taking up space at my base. So, like, I'll keep a few at the base, like the trader and things like that, but all the exploration-y ones, I want to have them out and about, and I think that might be a good location for it. But before I can get that plan underway, I need to get myself some iron so I can make the workbench. To do that, I need to visit a crypt. So what we're going to do, we're going to put this portal here. This one we will make the Elder portal, and that should then connect to the one we dropped near the Elder. There we go. Now, my experimental one, I'm going to have to pop it outside here somewhere. Yeah, right. We'll pop it down the front here. Yeah. We're just going to call this one Hub. It'll have a better home, trust me. Now, we're going to go back up there now. So, do I need... Oh, I need some poison resist. Let's grab that. I'm only going to take a few with me, because I'm not planning on being up there for an extended period. And I also need to repair my gear. Alright, now, Annihilate was, in no uncertain terms, hoping for a death this stream, and he just assumed that the Elder would be the source of my death this stream. But... And... Oh, hello, Melina! Yeah, sorry, I'm a little distracted. We just killed Elder, and now I'm hatching some cunning plans about what I'm going to do to try and get some iron. And I'm going to... Oh, hello. Oh, how about we try having a weapon equipped? That might help. I say no to Grey Dwarves. What have you got in here? Just resin. Nothing exciting. And Mr. Chest has nothing exciting. Alright, we'll leave that level of nothing exciting for our future explorations. For the moment, though, I want to get out here. Copper. Oh, bear. Oop, didn't time that. Come on. There we go. Got him that time. Do we get another trophy? We don't. That's fine. Let's mark that. Oh. And we're just going to run up the coast here a little bit. Oh, hello. This is where all me damn copper is. Been struggling to find copper nodes, and they're all down here near the Elder. How are you going, Melina? Are you keeping yourself out of trouble? Melina has her own channel, Melina Plays. You know, show it some love if you like me, enjoy the sound of a very sexy German. Nudge, nudge. Very sexy German accent. It's very good. Gonna make it a routine thing every time Melina joins. I've got to try and make her face turn several shades of red. I'm getting into big trouble soon. Oh, why are you getting into big trouble soon, Melina? Have you signed yourself up for something a bit big and a bit scary, or what's going on? More copper. Love it. I mean, this is a hilarious thing. I'm contemplating getting iron and I'm still showing an interest in copper. Well, that's the thing though. You've always got a bit of a use for the other metals. They do frequently come back, and there's other things that you need them for. So it never hurts. Oh, I'm not picking up mushrooms. It never hurts to have a bit of a stash. More copper. Love it. Oh, and there is a bear down there. Alright, come on, buddy. You know the drill. These are the bear ones. So I'm running pretty much a full... I'm running a full kind of bear set here. I got the paws plus the set that lets you display your bloobs. Bit of bloobage going on. Alright, where are we? We are here. Now, the previous stream, towards the end of the stream, you'll remember that we discovered this little atoll over here and nearly died a couple of times. Well, you know, apparently that wasn't enough and we're going to go back. So we are just going to make ourselves a... Oh, of course, we get free stuff, but we still got to remember to put the crafting bench down. We will drop you about there. Alright, now this time we're just going to head straight for that crypt. Because that crypt is where we're going. So we're saving the most, we'll say a nail-biting part of the stream for pretty much the end of the stream. So that is what we are going to do. Now, luckily we did murder most, if not all, of the leeches that were in this area last time, so pretty easy job to get over here. Ooh, I better refresh my food, otherwise this might end prematurely. Oh, this might end prematurely anyway. Ooh, I need to break line of sight on these. Oh, there's archers everywhere. Okay, I'm gonna run inside. That's too many archers. It's very hard to time. You get two. If I'm kind of concentrating, I can handle two at a time. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. 7. Oh, I can't hit him through there. Yeah, we're not doing good things here. Yes, you come up here where I can deal with you. Uh-oh. Yeah, you might be getting your death here in a minute. Oof. Let's take shelter over here for a minute. Yeah, we can't drink yet. Since I'm going to be running around for the next 40 seconds. Nope, we died. There we go. You got your wish. You got your wish. Yeah, I wasn't prepared for that many archers. It's really hard to block that many and actually respond. What do we got? Might see, might understand why. Okay, I look forward to watching. It's Bear Claws, so he's actually cheating. Well, no, I'm going into the swamp with Bear Claws is hardly cheating. Would have attacked the older bare knuckled and died a horrible death, but no. Okay, fine. Double or nothing extreme. Nope, you want to heal and we was. Yep. Oak finding grand. Oh, okay, cool. Alright, so let's sleep out. Getting our stuff back is going to be interesting. Is going to be a little interesting. And I need to be a bit thoughtful about this because we've got a lot of archers there. What have we got for backup gear? Not much. Alright, let's do... Take 2 of those with us. We're going to... we're going to have to cook some food is what we're going to have to do. Yeah, because we haven't got any bear. Take some of that. Take some of that. And we'll just cook up a bit of bear here. We need some healing maids as well. And I'm going to need a build hammer, because we're going to have to build a boat to get back over there again. Alright, let's put... not back in that one. That one. Put that back in there. That's our thing, and then we're about to get another one of these back. Oh yes, hit the you know, the likes and the subscribes and the notifications and the, you know, the bribes to the secret account in a secret country. No, I don't have one of those. We need a build hammer, so we're going to need a little bit of stone and a little bit of wood. Alright, so we're going to eat. Yeah, we're going to needy run it. I don't know that this is a particularly great idea. I was trying to think. They're undead, so blunt, which I'm not allowed to use. Piercing's not that great, so my bear gloves are the best. So whenever I get back, I'm going to want to pick that up. I'm not going to have any armor. I think part of the problem is getting that armor set actually makes you slightly vulnerable to those damage types, and where previously I was coping with them okay, this time round I'm not. How much bronze have we got? None. Okay, we're gonna go with the run back stupidly and try and get our body method, which I think everyone in Valheim needs to do at least once in their life. Alright, I'm gonna need an odds check. Annihilate. I'm basically naked, and I'm running back to get my stuff on an island where I don't have a lot of room to move. What are the chances I'm just gonna die again? We're just going to put one out here. There you go. I punched one to death for you, Annihilate. No, my maths ain't mathing for you anymore, Mr. I need bear claws to fight an elder. Yeah. Alright, whatever. I could have just as easily done that with the shield and the upgraded flint axe, but it's a slower fight. And I'm trying to grind up my fists skill. Speaking of, where are we at? Oh, actually, we're going alright. Fist 31 is pretty good. Upgraded things. Oh, you're saying I should be doing things with vanilla. No, that's... Honestly, that is... might have been an interesting rule to have from the get-go, but I've already broken it, so it's a bit late to be putting it in now. Alright, Ronya. Good night, Ronya. I hope you sleep well. Thanks for coming along. Look after yourself. And stay, you know, it goes without saying, but, you know, continue to be awesome. I didn't get any chance to do much more research with multi-streaming. I think I'm probably, given my internet connection, I think I'm probably just going to go with multi-streaming out of OBS. But because of the way I've got things set up in Linux at the moment, I need to put my Linux hat on, and I have been so exhausted this week because my sleep has been absolutely appalling. So my progress has been, I won't say negative, but it's been pretty close to negative this week. But I'll let you know how I get on. I mean, to do multi-streaming in Windows is pretty easy, but the way I've got this set up... Oh god, they're all still here. Really? Oof. Okay. Let's get our corpse run. Oh, Jesus. What? Yeah, well that was easy. Without any armor, that was very easy. Okay, we're going to have to come at this a different way. And you weren't going to maff it. Oh, hey Itchy, how you doing? Yeah, we're potentially in a bit of a death loop kind of situation here, so just having a bit of a think. I've got almost no... I've smelted everything, haven't I? I was just thinking about making a bronze helmet just to have a bit more protection, but I'm only going to have 2 bronze bars, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to need like 10 for the helmet if memory serves. Where are we? Bronze helm. Oh no, 5, but yeah. Alright, we're going to have to make a spare set. So, troll, we don't have any troll leather. We've already got a cloak. Let's make... What do I need for... blueberries. Ooh, I don't know if I'm going to have enough bear leather to make much of this set, but that's okay. Blueberries. Where am I going? Here. Alright, so I can make... The default armor on these is 7, which is decent. So let's do these 2. Now, can I upgrade? I could upgrade one of them, but I want to make the paws if I can. Although, what's the shield I can make? How many skelly trophies have I got? Alright, I could make a basic bone tower shield. I don't think I've got enough to upgrade it. So the bone tower shield is, for me, 35 block. Okay, what's the... That upgraded relies on a parry, so actually I could make a pretty good argument for getting a bone tower shield to get as a way of solving this problem. So let's go down that road. Bone tower shield. Now this is the thing that we're going to want to upgrade if we can. Okay, that's not bad. Alright, let's put that in number 2 slot. Now, what are we going to put with that? Spears piercing, so that's not going to be any good. I think... Potentially I'm just going to be using an axe of some sort. What have I got in here to spare? I need that. I will wear that. Let's upgrade... Do I have 8 deer hide? I probably won't. Oh, I do. Alright, let's upgrade our helm. Upgrade our cape. Now, all of these need the next bench level, don't they? Yep. That's only 2, that's only 2, so it honestly doesn't matter. That gives us 9, that gives us 9, so it doesn't matter which one of these we upgrade. Oh, we can do both, never mind. Alright. Now, we just got to work out, do we have enough flint? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, let's make a flint axe. Oh, I need leather scraps. Over here. Some we prepared earlier. Upgrade. Yeah, it's a good little game, Valheim. Getting started in it, if it's your first game of this type, yeah, it's a little bit of a learning curve to it, but you kind of, you get over that reasonably quickly. But in playing the piratey one, which I've now forgotten the name of for, I don't know, the 17th time this stream, that piratey one, a lot of the mechanics are very much drawn from kind of Valheim and Valheim-like games, so having played that game, your skills all sort of translate back into this game reasonably well. So if you're a bit curious, then I would suggest that you just pop that one on your wish list in Steam, and then if it comes up on sale, you can go, hey, for, you know, $5 or whatever. That's not a bad deal. And we'll get rid of the berries. Up here. Right, so I've got that, which is block armor 42. That should be enough. If there's no 1-star archers there, that should be enough to mean I'm not taking much in the way of damage if I can get all of the archers kind of on one side of me. There was one melee one there, but I need to get rid of the archers first, so that'll be my focus. Now we want, we're only going to take 2 healing pots with us, because if that isn't enough to get the job done, we'll be dead and it won't matter. We need another build hammer. Let's go over here and we'll grab some stone wood. Hammer. Ah, of course I need 2 stone. I keep throwing stone away thinking I'm never going to need it. There's some just outside here. We'll just grab these. Alright, we'll have one more build hammer. Hopefully only one more. Pop that up there. Now, what other gubbins can we manage? Getting up on top of the crypt doesn't really solve a lot of issues, not unless I can get up there and build some sort of a wall to protect myself. But when you're in build mode, you're not able to block, and the archers are just going to rip me apart if I do that. Malena, you'd probably know or remember exactly when Valheim came out. It's been in early access for ages, but it's been well worth it, because they've done so many improvements in this game over the time period. A lot of quality of life stuff along the way. Honestly, we probably could have done with a bit more quality of life stuff along the way, but none of it has been game breaking. It's just been, I think, the it's the benchmark of how an early access should be done. And there's a game with 4 letters for a name that is a prime example of how a early access title should not be done. And yeah, we're not going to utter that because it's a 4-letter word. Let's grab some food. We're only going to grab 2 food of each. And 2 of those. Now, the thought occurs, do I go with 3 health foods? That's not a terrible idea. 14 and 40. Do I get more health regen? No, the health regen's the same. 14 health versus 35. So that's 21 more health. I don't think that's going to save the game. No, I think we're just going to run with what we've got here. We're kind of late in the day. We're going to see if we can sleep this out. We probably want a poison meat. Yeah, we've got 1 left. I'll just chuck it up there for now. Alright, let's see if we can sleep out. Yeah, I agree. 2021, okay. I was going to guess like 2019 or 2020, but 2021 does sound right. Thank you, Melina. And yeah, this game just absolutely shits all over so many other titles out there. Any like AAA title is just a sodding joke by comparison. I mean, it's amazing. Look, you look at the detailed textures and you just go, ooh, that's, you know, that looks crap. But that's not what it's about. You look at the environment, you look at the weather, you look at all of the aspects of it, the building system. It's just, you know, it's just awesome. It's just absolutely awesome. And, you know, it works in multiplayer even though, you know, Ollie and I are quite literally on opposite sides of the planet. Yeah, there's a tiny bit of lag sometimes, but it works. We don't have issues. But yeah, love it. Okay, we got Eikthyr. Oh, you know what we're going to do? We are going to swap our buff. Because the Elder buff has got health regen in it, and that might save our ass. See, 30% more health regen. Yeah, let's do it. Much time we got left? Yeah, we need to try and get our body back. So let's do that. And hopefully end on a happy note. Correct. Exactly, Melina. It's leaving a little bit of room for your brain to fill in the details that makes it so much more immersive. It's brilliantly done. Alright, Melina, I am going to be calling you out a little bit on this one, but do you have any advice as a professional corpse runner? Sorry, I had to go there. Well, we're going back to get our body because we like that gear, and I was hoping to run that crit to try and get a little bit of iron, but that might be a bit much of an ask for this run. So I think at this stage, if we can recover our body, we're probably going to call it there. I've gone with this because, look, I like parrying to get a perfect block, but when you've got, I think there's about 5 archers there, that's going to be very hard to maintain. Yeah, well, actually that's also a problem because I've now got a full set of gear on me. Actually, you know what? I'm going to leave... The food I've got is going to be enough to do the job. So we are just going to eat, and eat. So we've got none of that on us, and we're just going to do the run. We're ripping the band-aid off. Where's Elder over here? We're going to rip the band-aid off, and we're just going to go straight there. Now we need to go down here. Now I'm going to have a little build project for the Elder Altar. I wasn't sure if I was going to get started on it in this stream. Clearly I'm definitely not going to now. But what I am going to do, I think might pencil that one in for next stream. Not interested, Bear. Oh, you didn't see me anyway. Okay. Now, we want to get rid of all of that. We've got probably enough rested buff. We're wet, but we're going to be wet in the swamp anyway, so that doesn't matter. You can survive a lot for 15 seconds, yeah. I think the problem before was that I didn't have any armor on with my initial corpse run. I thought that was a little bit optimistic to think that I was going to get back there and pick that up without any armor on, but I think this time round we might be in with a decent shot. That lasts for 10 minutes, so I can have that now. I don't think it gets much better than this. Now, I'm just having a think if there might be some merit to utilising what we did last time. So there's that log that I put a fire on, and maybe I can use that to line of sight some of the archers. Because using the crypt is not working because there's archers on both sides of the crypt, so I can't. I go one side I get shot at, I go the other side I get shot at. That's shallow water. But if I try and get their attention by landing a little bit further away, that might be a thing. Alright, yeah, first thing we can do is get rid of these bloody leeches. Alright, that hits decently enough. Oh wow, we have got a lot of leeches. Now, are you a melee skelly? Yes, you are. Oh, you are a 1-star one though. Alright, they're going to run away because they're damaged. Are you talking in this series or just this session? I've only died twice this session. I've only died 3 times in this series. But overall in Valheim, honestly, it'd be a gazillion times. Like, you die a lot for a lot of different reasons, particularly when you're not very, when you're not very experienced. But, I mean, that's true with a lot of games. Alright, we're going to dump that there. Oh, another one. Okay. This session just twice. So my original death and the one subsequent death when I ran over there, I ran back naked because I was a bit too optimistic about my chances. I was kind of hoping I would have been close enough here to aggro them. Can I get out here maybe? Don't like trying to aggro things when I'm in the water. Really? I did not see you sneaking up on me. Ah, here we go. They're coming. Alright. He's coming. Actually, this will work alright. If I can make this work quickly enough, because we didn't bring any spare food with us, it means we'll be able to get them 1 or 2 at a time, and 1 or 2 at a time is fine. I can deal with that. Come on. Right, come here. Get out of the frickin' water. Yeah, axe works. Come here, lychee boy. Oh, another one. Alright, so what are we left with? That gets rid of the ones on this side. Now I'll come back for this crap. Alright, let's drop you. Alright, we'll stick to the shallows. I'll come around here. Alright, Skelly we can deal with. Yep, we've aggroed him, that's fine. I don't see anyone coming around this side, that's good. So if they stay on the same side, and they time their arrows, we can just block them with a tower shield, and we're kinda good. We've got some oozes incoming, so we're gonna... Oh, Jesus, there's too much on there. Oh, no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. We ain't ready for that shit. Okay. Now have corpse run buff. Alright, come here, gorgeous. Ooh, okay. This is going to be a long fight. Slow and steady wins the race. Except I can't be too slow about this because my food is wearing off. We're going to have to throw a little bit of caution to the wind here. Come here, you little bugger. Oh, that is exactly what I didn't want to have happen. Got him. Oh my lord. Yeah, if I got knocked in the water, that would have very easily killed me. 2-star leech is serious business. Alright, we need to get ourselves organised here. You know what? We are going to hell with that. We are going to build ourselves a portal. Oh, I don't have a... Yes, I do. Hub. So we're going to put down the hub portal here. We want... building. We want steps. Yeah, that'll do. We're not going to go too fancy. We just want some shelter. That is good enough. To obscure vision. And give us room for a portal. So we're going to drop you down here. Call you hub. Make sure that connects. There we go. Now we just need to do a bit of a clean up here, slow and steady. Alright. Let's have a little look. Let's get caught up. Okay. give us a little bit more fun. Yeah, well, play games. Yeah, as long as you laugh about ourselves. Yes, that's important. We need to have a bit of a laugh. Being Australian, we are 100% of the time laughing at our own expense, and that's fine. That's just how we roll. In terms of taking the piss out of others, yes, that's fair game as well. Now we want root. I mucked it up. I'll drop the root in there. Now we need to get rid of our bear. Bones. Oh, we've got a blob trophy. Let's pop that in with this one. Alright, we're going to stash a spare build hammer in here. Something tells me that... Oh, we got two. I'll take the level 3 one with me. It's funny, but I think that's not going to be the last time that we're going to be utilising our backup set of gear, to be brutally honest. Guck. That's food, that's brews. Keep those on me for now. We don't need that many on us. Let's take... Yeah, that'll do. I'll keep that on us. Get rid of the rest of this. Ah, don't have any bear meat in there. I'm going to leave that slot open. I'm not sure what I'll put in that at this stage. Actually, I might as well just put the shield there. Oh, no, that's pointless because that's two-handed. Whatever. I'll get my system worked out eventually. We haven't finished our recovery yet, but I don't want to go out there at night, so we're going to sleep out, and then we're going to finish our little corpse recovery. Good job, mister. I don't like dodge rolling. Yeah, dodge rolling's a bloody... Look, if you're gonna... I can't remember what the modifier is for it. Was it control? No. I can't remember what it is. The... You see people like the speedrunners do it, and look, that's fine. But just about everybody uses it to dodge roll into the attack. So they're not giving up any ground, and they're doing it to make use of... Oh, why did I come through here? They're doing it to make use of the invulnerability frame, and from that standpoint, I think that's... I tend to think of that as an exploit. Whereas if you're dodging away from the thing because, you know, you don't want to die or whatever... I think that's the intended mechanic for it, is, you know, you're leaping out of danger and therefore you should be invulnerable for the period of that leap kind of thing. So, and that's how I use it in RuneScape Dragonlance, because it has a similar mechanic there as well. But in Valheim, I flatly refuse, other than when I very accidentally do it from time to time. It's never intentional for me to be dodge rolling, because I just, you know, that's my choice. It does make the game a bit more challenging, yes. But what's wrong with having a bit of extra challenge in your favourite game? One of these is a 2-star. Oh, yeah. Oh, Jesus, 4 leeches there. Yeah, I'm not going to pick a fight with them. We've got some stuff over there, but that involves swimming, and I'm not swimming around that guy. He can take a long walk off a short pier as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, the multi-streaming service seems like a good idea, but by the same token, it is free. I think you said you're using the free version, aren't you, Z? I don't know if Melina's got any tips about multi-streaming, because she, when she streams, she does YouTube and Twitch as well. She may have some advice in that regard. I do have stone in here, okay. Resin. I'm going to make this guck and ooze. So I don't predict that I'm going to have a lot of both of those to merit more than one chest. Root. I'm pretty sure I need 10 root to be able to make any of the root stuff, but we're going to have a look anyway. Root, where is it? I mean, I wouldn't mind having the root chest, but yeah, no, we need the wood first. Yeah, so we're going to need to make a bronze axe before we're going to be able to get that one, so that'll be a job for another day. Let's finish unloading our eyes, our bones, and our food-related comestibles. Pop them in there for now as well. Potions. Okay, where are we at for time? Oh yeah, I've done the requisite Oladino rounding up in by way of stream length, so what we might do is we might find somewhere a little bit heroic. I've done myself a disservice here. I haven't given myself a way to get up easily, so let's see if we can solve that problem. Where planks go that way? Let's do that. There we go. Look at that. Actually, let's go back over here, then we can see how impressive our base has become. Nah, that's not very impressive either. Let's just stick with the heroic with our back to the ocean. Awesome. All right. Well, we have reached that time, so thank you for tuning in, whether you've elected to view this on the replay or if you've been with the rest of us and our most amazing and incredible live chat that we have during the streams. I thank you all for your viewership, and if it's not too much of an inconvenience and you thought this was awesome, it would be amazing if you could give me a thumbs up. Similarly, if you are not already subscribed and you're finding my little streaming sessions to be a bit of fun, I would love it if you could hit the old subscribe button. As I've indicated in previous streams, I'm aiming to increase my number of subscribers over the course of the year, so if you want to be part of that growth, you know where to find that old subscribe button. So thank you to those. Thank you to live chat. You guys have been incredible, amazing, and awesome. And I do love it every time you guys can show up and have a bit of a yarn. So thank you for your input this session. It has been fantastic. In terms of other news, I don't have any for a change. Things have been going okay, and at this stage, I am looking forward to episode 5, which will be literally in a week's time. So if you've missed this one and you want to be part of the next live stream, it's always at 7 a.m. Sunday morning Australian Eastern Time. At the moment we're on daylight saving time, so it works out as 8 p.m. Saturday Greenwich or UTC, depending on your definition of what the universal time is, and that I'm not expecting to change that anytime soon. In a month or so we'll probably come off daylight saving, so that's obviously, I'm not going to change the time I start with respect to Australian time, so that is probably going to potentially make it a little bit later in the day, I think. I don't know. It's a Sunday. My brain's not doing temporal mathematics very well at the moment, so we'll work that one out when it happens, but for the moment we're still good. Yes, we've done the thank yous, we've done the likes, we've done the subs. So at this stage, my name is Rudimentary Rob. Thank you very much for watching, and make sure you have yourself an absolutely fantastic day.